Greetings everyone, my name is Mike Smith and welcome to another edition of History in Flames. We're here on location at Elevations Medical Dispensary in beautiful Colorado Springs, Colorado, in order to discuss this week's topic, freedom and liberty. Have you ever wondered why we use freedom and liberty almost interchangeably? Well, these concepts may seem synonymous with Americans today, but their meanings weren't so intertwined in the early foundation of Western civilization. Understanding these differences between the two allows us to better appreciate the intellectual and cultural legacies of ancient Greece, Rome, and the Enlightenment. Let's get into what these terms meant historically and how they continue to shape Western thought today. In early Western civilization, freedom, or eleutheria in Greek, was largely a personal or individual idea, often connected with being free, not a slave or a prisoner. To the ancient Greeks, a free person was not enslaved. The idea was represented in Pericles' funeral orientation, stating, "We are free, tolerant in our private lives, but in public affairs, we keep to the law." Here, freedom relates to personal sovereignty, shared observance of democratic laws. Meanwhile, liberty, from the Latin libertas, emerged in Roman thought as a more civic-oriented idea. Cicero in De Republica stated liberty as the protection and participation in self-government, bound by the shared responsibilities. He wrote, "True liberty exists only where there is a government empowered to act by laws, not by men." The Romans saw liberty as a collective ideal, freedom within the boundaries of structured society. These concepts also differ in practice. For example, in Athens, democracy often personal freedoms, but they were limited to free male citizens. Slaves and women were not given political liberty. In Rome, on the other hand, they prioritized liberty through the institutions like the Senate. But then again, liberty was confined to Roman citizens. The Enlightenment blended these ideas together, and John Locke, in his two treatises of government, framed liberty as the protection of natural rights within a social contract. He joined Greek individualism with Roman and civic duty, and argued that true liberty required a government to preserve life, liberty, and property. The United States Declaration of Independence draws heavily from Locke's vision, particularly in its definition of unalienable rights. Recognizing these roots of freedom and liberty improves our modern debates on individual rights versus the collective good. While the tension between these ideas still persists today, we are challenged to balance our personal autonomy with our shared responsibilities. As students of history, understanding these meanings and histories of these terms not only deepens our knowledge, but helps us navigate modern political challenges. Challenges like liberty for the adult citizens of Colorado Springs to legally visit establishments like the one behind me, and the freedom for all to choose whether or not they want to go in. Thank you for exploring this journal through history with me. Remember, while freedom emphasizes individual sovereignty, liberty calls for the collective action within our rule of law. Together, they remain central to the ideals of Western civilization. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. How do you see these ideas at play in the modern world? This has been Mike Smith, and for History in Flames, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.